The price of Bitcoin got a major drop yesterday, and I missed a short position because I was looking for higher, as I was mentioning on the live stream. However, we did come down, and this was the long-in level, hit the $62,300 range, which was these lows over here for that swing failure pattern, and we have bounced exactly from that level, entering that long position, taking a bit of profits, gonna leave some open because there is a possibility of reversing from this point. Of course, we are going to talk about the signs of strength, signs of weakness, what are the most important levels of support and resistance so you can take advantage on the next trading setup, guys. Make sure to take advantage and take a look at the education from the previous live stream, guys, because those levels are being respected to the T. Now, today we are going to take a look at the local liquidity areas and also some very important news, guys. So make sure to stay tuned. And a quick reminder, if you haven't joined the bluffing competition to get a piece of the cake of this $300,000 worth of prize pool, make sure to join the Bitcoinsensus team. We're doing pretty well here regarding volume. As you can see, join the link down below and you get a 15% cash back from your deposit. This is one of the biggest bonus that you will find here. Get 15% back from your deposit, guys. The link is down below. As you can see here, trade on bluffing and join the Bitcoinsensus team to get that piece of the cake. Let's dive in here, guys. I'm going to go straight through the technical analysis on the higher time frame and keep it extremely simple. Very, very simple to understand. Let's just zoom out here and get a channel here formation from the lower highs that was created since all-time high. As you can see, we are right now bouncing from the center of the channel as well, right? We can see how the center of the channel can provide resistance, but it also can provide some pretty nice support, as we are seeing this massive bounce during the last 24 hours, okay? So something to point out, we are at the center of this descending channel, and this is something to take into consideration, right? This actually can maintain as support. You might be curious about the CME futures gap. Is this the moment that we are going to go down to fill the gap, guys? Don't take the gap into consideration. We do not know if it's going to be filled. We might bounce from these local levels of support and continue to the upside. This is why we want to get into some swing long positions, maintain some open. We're shorting the highs, we're longing the lows. Very selective with those levels, okay, to get into that trading position. Make sure to check out the live stream, guys. This was explained in detail. Now, let's dive in right away through the levels of support. I'm just going to go keep it extremely simple on the higher time frames, guys, okay? Levels of resistance, levels of support. If the price rolls back down from current price levels and comes and tests the lows, okay? Because we need to be ready for these levels. I was talking about the $62,300 range when the price was trading at 65K. And people might think, this is not going to happen, or it's not going to happen today or tomorrow. Guys, this happened yesterday. Boom, bang, we hit the level, we're getting the bounce. So pay attention to these levels because this could happen today and maybe tomorrow, right? It's levels to take into consideration. So if the price does roll down from current price levels and we come back down and test the lows, I want to see the possibility of creating a double bottom, okay? I like double bottoms and double tops. This is where I long and where I short. Liquidity grabs, right? Double top here locally at 70K and also double bottom or arguably just a liquidity grab from a major higher low. So if we do come down, I am taking into consideration, okay, and getting stopped out at break even and looking for a re-entry. I'm very much aware that the price could reverse at any point in time. You just need to be defensive and be very selective by entering exactly at those lows and manage your risk very, very well. Now, if we do break through from the lows created yesterday, we want to take a look at the strongest level of support, guys, which is the strongest level of support for the price of Bitcoin. Well, it's as simple as getting the fixed volume profile. Fixed volume profile is going to give me the strongest level of support, which is sitting at $61,700. This zone is massive. When we take a look at Fibonacci retracement from the low here of July, okay, to the top here at $70,000, we do have the 50% Fibonacci retracement, okay? Exactly where we have the value area low. This is a huge, massive bouncing level without a doubt. Of course, there is no liquidity grab area, okay? So it's in the middle of this huge candlestick, which makes me worried, okay? I wouldn't randomly long exactly this target because as you can see, when we have fast price action to the upside, we could have fast price action to the downside as well. We're not leaving any good support levels. So I prefer to see either a reaction on the lower time frames and look for that consolidation, okay, local double triple bottoms to re-enter a long position here at $61,700 range, or either come down and start reclaiming the lows from yesterday, tap the level, and I don't mind entering late, but I want to see that as a sign of strength, okay? Tap the level, reclaim yesterday's lows, okay? Create that failed auction, and then looking for that pullback to re-enter that long position, right? Only if we were to get that drop. That's how I would be trading this area right over here, just keeping it simple. I think we do have some, really nice levels there as well. We got the previous month equilibrium exactly at 61,500, okay? 61,650, sorry, okay? The previous month equilibrium is exactly at the 50% Fibonacci. And for anybody that doesn't know what is basically the equilibrium from the previous month, it is the 50% Fibonacci, right? When we do go to the monthly chart and we analyze the previous month, okay, we get Fibonacci retracement and we get the highs to the lows. The equilibrium is 50%, okay, 61,657. And that is a very solid level, guys. Always good to take into consideration the previous month and previous week levels. And that 61,700 to 61,600, there is a lot of confluence there, guys, okay? We do have 50% Fibonacci from the local pump that we have from the last few weeks. We have the previous month equilibrium, and we also have the value area low from the entire range. A big zone, guys. This is a very likely bouncing level, okay? However, we got a big candle right there. Things can get very aggressive. It's a level to look at the consolidation and reaction on the lower time frames and look for those local double bottoms, all right? And be very defensive with your risk management. Now, what are the strongest levels of resistance? Let's go right into the meat and potatoes here to look at the resistance levels. Now, I'm going to keep it extremely simple, guys. When we take a look at Elliott wave theory, there is this possible scenario where we are inside of an ABC corrective move, all right? And what could happen is that we are going to get the movement here to the upside to form a B wave and then get another leg down. There is the other bullish case scenario where we have finished 5 waves up and we've formed an ABC flat in a 2 wave, and we're just going to absolutely rock it from here in the next coming days, okay? There is a possibility that this is a 2 wave right there in a flat, and the price is just going to absolutely rock it in the next coming days. We need to give a chance to the bulls, okay? So overall, looking at the most important levels of resistance, when we take a look at this scenario, which looks like it could be the most likely scenario for the price of Bitcoin forming that ABC flat. If we were to get that bounce, okay, this makes total sense because you sweep the lows of the range and you get that failed breakout and you just get that automatic rally bounce. The strongest level of resistance, guys, keeping it simple in a nutshell, if we are going to speculate on this scenario, is the point of control of the entire range, right, between March and July. That is the $67,000 level, right? When we get the previous range, okay, we go here to the range point of control, and we get this out of the way so we don't have a messy chart, okay? Also, Elliott wave theory. We zoom in on the chart right there. You can see the series of higher lows, lower highs, that we do have right over here. This is a classic liquidity grab, guys. Classic. Try and break out above 67K and fail. And we do have a bunch of liquidity at $67,000. There's hundreds of millions of dollars of short liquidations at $67,000. So it would make complete sense to go fetch that liquidity and then get the pullback. Yesterday with the drop, we also got massive long liquidations. As you can see, hundreds of millions of dollars, okay, worth of long liquidations. And now just an automatic rally to the upside. So what I'm looking at here in a nutshell, guys, we come back down to the lows. I'm looking for a double bottom, looking for that value area low of the range, 61,700. We might get a double bottom on lower time frames, get a small little reaction, looking for the long position. If I cannot manage to catch the low based on the reaction, because this might slice through, I am not going to long the first touch here. And then I'm looking for the failed auction. We get back above, right? We're retesting the level. We're getting a sign of strength, getting back above yesterday's lows. And if we start pumping from this range, which I do think is a possibility, going to maintain some of that long position, obviously, and take some more profits at $67,000. If we do reject from that level, well, obviously, I am looking for the swing failure pattern from these lower highs of the last few days. It's the range point of control from March and July, and I would just be looking at simply a swing failure pattern or a double top, guys, being very defensive. I don't mind getting stopped out at break even, right? When we do protect, you move down, you come back up, and you create another local double top. This happens all the time, guys. Just be defensive. If you get stopped out again, back down, you re-enter, stop loss at the highs, and then you ride the price all the way to the downside. Those are the most important levels on the higher time frames. If you do want more in-detail analysis, you do have the Legends trading community, of course, where I go on the lower time frames to see the different possibilities. It is the first link down below in the description, guys, if you want to join the Legends trading community. Let's go right away with the news. We have MicroStrategy is raising another $2 billion by selling stock to buy more Bitcoin. Absolutely crazy. Just continues to accumulate and accumulate. And this is also with the ETF, okay, on Bitcoin worldwide, holding over 1 million Bitcoin, okay? ETFs have only been approved a few months ago, and it's already holding more than 5% of the entire supply, guys. I don't know what's going to happen next year, but if this continues, you know, they'll be holding 3 million on, Bitcoin holdings, which is crazy. That would be already over 10-15% of the entire supply. This is not stopping, guys. Without a doubt, we should be going to much higher levels in the next coming months, okay? Mid-long time frame looks crazy bullish. We have VanEck CEO says Bitcoin will be worth half the market cap of gold and break $350,000 per coin. Wow, this would be insane. This would be insane. Without a doubt, this is going to happen in the next coming years. Obviously, this cycle, a lot of speculation, a lot of uncertainty. We could be seeing a massive recession and Bitcoin down to $20,000. Now, I don't think we'll go that low, but overall, anything could happen. This, without a doubt, I wouldn't be too sure if we were going to hit it in this cycle, right, in the next 1 to 2 years. But overall, in the next 4 or 5 years, without a doubt, we would be looking at these kind of numbers for the price of Bitcoin. US ETF buys 795 Bitcoin in the last 24 hours, just not stopping that accumulation. US government sells 10,000 Bitcoin worth $650 million. And this comes just one day after the Bitcoin reserve bill. Very, very crazy, right? Democrats selling the Bitcoin. This is going to change, of course, because we do have 𝗖𝗍𝗆, right? Which is very pro-Bitcoin and, you know, getting this reserve bill on there. They want to buy over 5%, if I'm not mistaken, of the entire Bitcoin supply. I'm actually not sure if it was 1% or 5%. I think it rings a bell. It's more than 5%, which is absolutely crazy. Just imagine, you know, they're going to start accumulating 5% of the entire Bitcoin supply. Without a doubt, we would see a massive price increase during that period, right, that they want to get those Bitcoin. Long-term Bitcoin hodlers are buying the dip, adding over 110,000 Bitcoin in July to their wallets. We can see how here that buying spree is going to the upside very nicely during the last few months. Overall, looking quite good. Legends, thank you very much for joining this update, and I will see you in the next one.